Warning, this video contains rumors, speculation, strong opinions, and
Welcome, geeks, gamers, nerds, and players. Ready for some entertainment? You ready for some DC movie universe entertainment? You ready for some HBO Max entertainment? Yes, I'm ready. I can't wait for Justice League, the Snyder cut Justice League. I cannot wait. But you know what? Things keep getting better and better for DC movie fans on our recent episode of Movie Madness. And you know what? Do me a favor, if you haven't yet, subscribe now for the best damn movie talk on YouTube with no paywalls. What do we do to paywalls? We cut them. No paywalls. You could be on the show one day. So join me and let me know what you want covered. But the one thing that I'm curious about, I'm trying to do a series of videos here where I really go into and say, you know what? It's coming together. Now that they're not denying the Snyderverse exists anymore, the Access media and fans that say, oh, I like parts of it. No, you like the Snyderverse. You just don't accept it. Now that people are finally accepting the Snyderverse and we're finally moving forward, this could be a reality. Very much so. Henry Cavill is back. The Rock made it happen. Listen. If you want a universe, movie universe, and you want to go and you want to compete with the MCU and one-up them, you need The Rock. He's been there. He's been pushing this Black Adam movie. It's finally going to happen. And I believe he is a strong reason as to why this is happening. Because you look at what you have now. What kind of Superman could go up Black Adam played by The Rock? Are you going to just do a recast and then throw someone else in there? No. You need a Superman that you've seen on screen before and one that fits the tone and has got that power and has the rep. The manager, the Rock's wife, ex-wife, is the manager for Henry Cavill. She's making it happen. When you bring The Rock on, you bring on his entourage of production company manager, and you bring his people. And that's how you do it. And I'll get to why this is an important speculation video and to why I think this very well may be the next thing that can happen. I think this is, I hope they are looking for this because there's already another Rock connection for the DCE universe that could happen that fits the tone. And we may get a glimpse of it in the Snyder cut of with a Green Lantern. We saw a little bit of Green Lantern, a scene in the Justice League, but Zack Snyder may have had more plans. And this is the one missing piece that I could think of. If they don't get all the other actors back, this is the one missing piece that really would make the DCEU the one to beat and smash the hell out of the MCU. And I want the MCU to succeed as well. I'm all for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but this is the time to strike. When they are delaying projects, they have their Disney Plus series going for sure, but not their main characters. The DCEU has its main characters in full force now once they're showing confidence. So, the Snyderverse is on track. Breaking news. What's the break? Yeah, I did a little clickbait there. The breaking news is Black Adam should face off against Henry Cavill Superman. What about Green Lantern? That's what I want to know. Aren't you curious to how Green Lantern's going to fit into all this? I think we have to wait for Zack Snyder's Justice League on HBO Max to know for sure. Are they going to hint? And should it be Jon Stewart or Hal Jordan? And who should play him? And that's honestly, this came up. I'm going to do these individual videos as a compliment to Movie Madness. This came up while we were talking on stream. I'm like, that is a great topic for a single video. Now, if you were going to go Jon Stewart, who would be some great actors? I know everyone says, what about Idris Elba? What about Idris Elba? What about Idris Elba for every single, you know what? I like Idris Elba. I get tired of hearing his name all the time. But honestly, if I think about Jon Stewart, I can't think of anyone better. On the stream, some other movie pundits said Michael B. Jordan. He has met with Warner Brothers about playing a version of Superman. So he already has a connection there. And then John Boyega. I'd have to say I like John Boyega. He is my least favorite for Jon Stewart. A little too young. I just don't see it. But in the comment section below, let me know, out of those three, who do you want to see? Idris Elba, Michael B. Jordan, or the John Boyega? John Boyega. That's if they go Jon Stewart. If they try to bring back Hal, is it possible? And now we also I believe someone on the panel said, hey, the multiverse is there. Ryan Reynolds could come back in some way. And also, Deadpool 3 is not happening anytime soon, unfortunately. Would you want to see that? Would you be on board for that? I did not mind the Green Lantern movie. It's not my favorite. I'm actually, after making this video and after Movie Madness, I want to go back and rewatch it. I have the digital copy. So I want to see it again. Now, if they go a Hal Jordan route, would you rather see Ryan Reynolds come back? Tom Cruise was a rumor a while ago, but unlikely now, I think. Plus, I think he's moved on. He's going to do Mission Impossible, Top Gun. Who's the Office? I forget his name. The Quiet Place, Jack Ryan. I think he looks pretty good with the mask there. But and who would you rather see? I also want to know that. Do you want to see in this version of the DCEU, the way it's going with the Snyderverse on track, who do you want to see? Do you want to see Hal Jordan or do you want to see Jon Stewart? I think I'm going the Jon Stewart route. And man, does Idris Elba just fit into this universe now. And guess what? He's got the Rock connection. Hobbs and Shaw. He's got the Rock connection. And that's very important. I think you go with your strengths. If The Rock is wanting to be involved in your movie universe, you roll with it. I think he is not even half the reason, but I think a poor part of the reason that the Snyder Cut's happening and that the Henry Cavill announcements are coming right after. That's why The Rock. And that's why I believe the most likely candidate is Idris Elba if they bring Green Lantern into the DCEU. We know they are doing HBO Max. But more on that just now. Let me go to Inverse here. Let me bring up an article about the Green Lantern HBO Max series in the Arrowverse connections. It's more going to be like a higher production Berlanti show. All right, everything we know. Can you see? Okay, good. Everything we know about the mysterious Green Lantern HBO Max series. Will John Diggle be involved from Arrowverse? Listen, I don't want to hate on the actor, but I hope not. He's not my favorite. I mean, I haven't watched Arrow in a while, but the more he was getting involved, he was kind of annoying me. I'll be honest. I'd rather see someone else fresh take on Jon Stewart, but I guess it's possible. All right. He just seems a little cheesy to me. That's all. Too cheesy. With a new streaming service comes an all-new superhero show. Back in October 2019, AT&T executives announced Green Lantern-inspired project for the upcoming streaming service, HBO Max. The still untitled show will be executive produced by Arrowverse co-creator Greg Berlanti, who promised it will be the biggest DC show ever made. That's exciting. While details about the Green Lantern HBO Max series are still scarce, here's everything we know. Doesn't have a premiere date. Then again, Berlanti is used to CW's quick-paced turnaround, so they could make this show quick. I am looking forward to the show. I want something for HBO Max, but I'm more anticipating how he's going to fit into the Snyderverse. I want to get back to. Let me know. Are you on board with the? I have some friends too that want Berlanti to go. Not that they hate him or anything. It's just like he's had his run. He's had his shows, hit and misses. Time for a fresh start for. I don't know. I'd like to see what he could do with a higher production value. I would. But also, let me know on your thoughts. You want more of these single videos, and it needs your interaction. I really need to know what you want to think, what you're thinking. Is there anyone else that you could think that would fit better in the Snyderverse and this new push for the DCEU to actually, show some confidence, move forward than Idris Elba? Is there any other missing piece that you think is needed in the DCEU? He's the one for me. That's my thoughts, and I'll see you tomorrow. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment. I appreciate it. It helps keep the show going, and it helps me keep the paywalls down. See you later.